Here's a quick preview demo of the custom object-oriented array framework I'll be demonstrating at our virtual Dallas LabVIEW user group meeting coming up on April 22nd, 2020. So here we can see the block diagram of some example code. I've got two element class types that I've got defined, and those are element A and B. They both inherit from an intermediate element base class. The element base class is what manages their ID, just so we can see some numbers displayed in the list when they show up. And then we've got this array manager class. Oh, and then additionally, element base inherits from array panel. And that's how these get glued to the rest of the framework. We've got our array manager. We're initializing here. We're going to create alternating instances of the two class types. We're going to add them to the end of the array. So this lets you put it in a specific position, just like the insert into array method. But if you leave it unwired, it'll put it at the end. Then we're going to call the start VI on the array manager. We're going to pass it in our sub panel that's going to be containing this interface, excuse me. And then that's it. When we close the window, we're going to leave it open because it's a development environment and it lets us run it and test again quickly. But we just clean up our array manager instance. And then roughly 10 times a second, we're just iterating over all of our elements and getting their value from them, which is provided by this. It's a dynamic dispatch VI defined in our element base class. So when we run this, here we go. We get our instances. And if I scroll all the way up so we can see that first one, we can see that value being propagated out to this string values array. And I can put numbers and stuff in here. And we can see that all updating here on the right. And then I can scroll, and this is implemented with smooth scrolling. And I can go all the way to the end. I can click in the empty space to jump by pages. And the increment and decrement on the scroll bar work as well. And each of these classes defines a panel VI, which is also, that's defined by this panel base class. This one doesn't do anything because it's not the concrete implementation, but this is what defines the two views that we were seeing. So there were the two element types. And we can have many, many clones of them. Something else I'm demonstrating is that the loops on the block diagrams of these panels actually runs while at least part of the VI is visible. So anything that's not in view doesn't have to be updating its UI. So yeah, we hope you are all excited to see about this framework, and will join us on April 22nd for the Dallas Virtual LabVIEW user group.